The sun rose gently over the quiet village, casting its golden light on the half-finished bamboo house where Dee, Huyen, and little Maya lived. Their voices carried soft laughter and the rhythm of daily life, filled with both hardship and hope. "Good morning, everyone," Huyen said cheerfully, her hands busy preparing breakfast. "Wishing you a new day full of love and happiness." Maya, sitting cross-legged on a low wooden stool, eagerly waited for her bowl of instant noodles. "Maya, eat your noodles carefully, all right?" Huyen reminded. "Yes, Mom," Maya answered, her bright eyes sparkling. At the table, Huyen's heart grew heavy. "Why do I miss Tvi so much today? I wonder how she is doing now. Her situation is so pitiful. I hope she is strong enough to overcome everything." She looked at Dee gratefully. "I also have a difficult life, but at least I met you, Dee. I'm lucky to have someone by my side." Dee gave a quiet smile and lowered his eyes. He didn't speak much, but his actions always carried his care. Since returning from the south, the couple had thrown all their strength into rebuilding their home. Dee spent his days raising the foundation, hauling soil, and preparing bamboo. Huyen cooked, tended to Maya, and lent her hands wherever she could. They had not taken on much hired work lately, but their hearts were full of determination. "Let's finish the foundation soon," Dee said while wiping sweat from his brow. "Then I'll go earn money. Maybe buy some chickens and ducks to raise." That morning, they shared their humble breakfast under the cool shade outside the house. Maya invited them sweetly. "Uncle Dee, Mom, let's eat noodles together. You're such a good girl," Dee said warmly, ruffling her hair. Between bites, their conversations drifted to dreams about roofing the house with palm leaves before the rainy season, about raising the floor high enough to keep flood waters out, and about one day, maybe, building a second story. Maya, Huyen told her daughter, "Study hard, so later we'll have money to build a better house." "Yes, Mom," Maya nodded with innocence and hope. The day unfolded with the rhythm of work, shoveling soil into the wheelbarrow, Huyen cutting roots for firewood, Maya running about, sometimes helping, sometimes singing. Even Babi, their loyal dog, played happily in the yard. When Dee set up a fishing rod near the stream, Maya squealed with joy at every tug of the line. By afternoon, they had caught a few tilapia, enough for a simple but precious meal. Later, their landlord came to visit. He admired the high foundation and sturdy bamboo frame. His eyes softened with sympathy. "You two are working so hard. Here, take this money for Maya's school supplies." Huyen shook her head quickly, tears welling. "Uncle, you've already helped us so much by renting the land so cheaply. We can't accept more." But the old man pressed the money into her hands. "Take it. I see you struggling, and I feel pity. You're hard-working and kind. Your life will prosper." When he left, Huyen looked at Dee with quiet gratitude. They didn't need many words. Their shared hardships had woven a bond stronger than anything else. That evening, as the sky darkened and the storm clouds gathered, Huyen fried the tilapia while Dee continued to shovel the last of the soil. The smell of fish and rice drifted into the night, a promise of warmth after a long day of toil. And inside their half-built home, laughter, love, and hope glowed brighter than any lantern. The next morning, the sky was still heavy with gray clouds. The radio's warning of an approaching storm lingered in their minds. Dee tightened the rope around his waist, ready to climb the hill where palm trees grew. "Stay home with Mom, Maya," he said gently. "Uncle will bring back enough leaves to roof the house." But Maya clung to his arm, her face filled with worry. "Uncle, Don't go too far. The storm is coming. Dee smiled, brushing her hair aside. Don't worry. With these leaves, our house will be strong. No storm can knock it down. Huyen packed a small basket of sticky rice and salt for him. Be careful, Dee. The path will be slippery. Her voice carried both concern and trust. By midday, Dee returned, carrying bundles of palm leaves across his back, his shirt soaked with rain and sweat. Maya ran to him, eyes wide with admiration. Uncle Dee is so strong, she shouted, clapping her hands. Together, they began fastening the leaves onto the bamboo frame. Huyen's hands worked skillfully, tying each layer tight, while Maya passed them the string with pride. The sound of rain drumming on the old roof mixed with their quiet laughter. Look, Dee said as he pressed down the last palm leaf. Now, when the rain comes, Maya can sleep peacefully without worrying about water dripping onto her pillow. That night, the storm arrived. Thunder rolled across the hills, and rain poured heavily. Yet inside their new home, the family sat close together around the small oil lamp. The roof held firm. The floor stayed dry. Maya leaned against her mother's arm, her voice soft and sleepy. Mom, Uncle Dee built such a strong house. I feel safe now. Huyen looked at Dee in the flickering light, her eyes filled with quiet gratitude. Yes, Maya, she whispered. Because of him, we're not afraid anymore. Dee didn't reply. He simply added another piece of firewood to the small stove, letting the warmth spread through the little house. Outside, the storm raged, but inside, love and resilience created a shelter stronger than any flood. The morning after the storm, the air smelled fresh and clean. Raindrops still clung to the bamboo walls, sparkling in the gentle light of dawn. Dee stepped outside to check the roof, proud to see that it had held strong through the night. Inside, Huyen was quietly folding the blanket. Her hands paused as she gazed at the little oil lamp that had burned beside them during the storm. Memories of the South washed over her, the days when she, Maya, Tvi, and Adam had shared simple meals and laughter together. She sighed, her heart heavy. I wonder how Tvi is doing now. And Adam too. Are they safe? Are they lonely? Dee noticed her silence and asked softly, What are you thinking about? Huyen lowered her eyes. I miss the South. I miss Tvi so much. Her life was already full of sorrow. I hope she's strong enough to keep going. And Adam, too, he was always so kind. I pray they're both safe and peaceful. Maya, who had been playing with Baby in the corner, looked up with innocent eyes. Mom, when can we see Auntie Tvi and Uncle Adam again? Huyen forced a smile, stroking her daughter's hair. Someday, my child. When life becomes easier, maybe we'll meet them again. Dee placed a reassuring hand on Huyen's shoulder. His voice was steady, though his eyes carried the same worry. They are good people. Wherever they are, God will watch over them. For now, let's build our home strong so when they come to visit, we'll welcome them with warmth. Huyen nodded, her chest tightening with both longing and hope. In the quiet countryside, far from the South, she carried Tvi and Adam in her heart like a prayer whispered to the wind. Outside, the sound of chickens crowing echoed faintly from a neighbor's yard. It reminded Huyen of her dream raising chickens and ducks, giving Maya a better life, and maybe one day, reuniting with the friends she missed so deeply. A few days later, the storm had passed. The sky cleared, the soil softened, and the village slowly returned to its calm rhythm. Dee rose early, carrying his hoe over his shoulder, ready to prepare a small pen for the animals. Huyen, he said with a gentle smile. Today I'll fix a corner by the riverbank. It will be good for raising ducks. They'll have water to swim, and we can sell the eggs at the market. Huyen nodded, her heart quietly warmed by his determination. Yes, and near the garden, we can build a small coop for chickens. That way, Maya can help gather eggs each morning. Maya's eyes lit up with excitement. Mom, Uncle, I'll take care of the chickens. I'll feed them every day. Dee chuckled, patting her head. All right, little farmer, but remember, you have to keep your books neat and study hard too. That afternoon, Dee walked to the market with Huyen. With the little savings they had, they bought 6 chicks and 4 ducklings. Maya carried the small woven basket proudly, her laughter echoing all the way home. Back at the house, they carefully released the chicks into the new coop Dee had built from leftover bamboo. The ducklings waddled eagerly toward the river, splashing about as Maya clapped with joy. Listen to them, Huyen said softly, watching the tiny animals peck at the ground. It feels like our home is more alive now. Dee leaned on his shovel, his clothes damp with sweat, but his face carried a quiet pride. Yes, step by step, we'll make this place a real home. But when night fell, after Maya had drifted to sleep, Huyen sat silently by the small oil lamp again. Her heart wandered southward toward Tavi's fragile smile and Adam's gentle voice. She whispered to herself, I hope you are safe. I hope one day we will meet again, and I can tell you how we survived. Dee noticed her silence, but he didn't interrupt. He simply placed another log on the fire, letting the warmth spread between them. Outside, the soft clucking of chicks and the faint quacking of ducklings mixed with the song of crickets. Inside, despite longing and worry, there was peace built slowly, with calloused hands and hopeful hearts. In life, storms are not only made of wind and rain. There are storms of hardship, loneliness, and sorrow that test the human heart. The story of Dee, Huyen, and Maya reminds us that a true home is not built only from bamboo and palm leaves, but from love, sacrifice, and resilience. Dee worked tirelessly to raise the house's foundation, not for himself, but so that Maya could live safely and Huyen could have peace of mind. Huyen, though weary and often haunted by worries for Tavi and Adam, never gave up on creating a warm life for her daughter. Even little Maya, with her innocent laughter and small hands, gave strength to the adults around her. Their lives show us that happiness does not come from wealth, but from people standing together, sharing burdens, and protecting one another. The kindness of the landlord, who offered land and money for Maya's school supplies, is another lesson. Compassion is a seed that can transform someone's life. In a world where many suffer in silence, even the smallest act of generosity can become a lifeline of hope. Huyen's longing for Tavi and Adam also teaches us something profound. Love and friendship endure across distance, even when separated by hardship. The bonds of the heart do not break. They remain like quiet prayers, giving us strength to move forward. From this story, we learn that resilience is not only about enduring difficulties, but also about believing in tomorrow. When people work together with love and kindness, even a fragile bamboo house can become stronger than any storm. The true shelter in life is not the roof above our heads, but the warmth of those who care for us.